Hello and welcome back to my channel. We're coming today with another video. I have been called to, God has called me to share something with you guys. Now, growing up, my favorite books in the Bible were Proverbs and Psalms. And I always felt super connected to those words, and because I always truly believe that it connected me to my love of singing, my love of life, of humanity, of peace and prosperity, and just I've always been the type of person that was super confident in their love for people. And I was called today because I really believe that everybody needs a little bit of love, and there is no denying that there is power in the words of the Bible, and they can be resonated whether you are Christian or not. So I'm going to be reading from the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures. I'm going to be starting out with Proverbs 23:5. Now, Proverbs 23:5, it's very important to realize that there's a lot of low vibrational energies and dark entities that are trying to bring us down. And, this is a gift that I'm going to give for the collective and the ones who are chosen to watch this. This is my gift to you guys in order to gain that protection that you need, that extra protection from the angels, from God. And yeah, so we'll get started then. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and say a prayer. Jehovah God, we come to you now to thank you for all of your blessings. We always constantly realize that the light is always stronger than the darkness, even though there's tricks that our imperfect minds like to play on us. Allow us to really feed into the energy that is provided from the words that I'm about to speak from the Bible here. Allow the people that are about to watch this to truly connect with you, and to gain that peace, and to gain that residency inside of themselves that solidifies their emotional ground. And we ask you all this. We want to ask you for forgiveness of our sins as we do fail you. We mean well. You are love, and we want to embody love. Allow us to continue down this straight path. We ask you all this in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Okay, all right. So we're going to start with Proverbs 23:5. So it says, "When you cast your eyes on it, it is not there, for it will surely sprout wings like an eagle and fly off into the sky." Okay, now with that there, we're going to go into Proverbs chapter 24. Okay. "Do not envy evil men, and do not crave their company, for their heart meditates on violence, and their lips speak of trouble. By wisdom a house is built up, and by discernment it is made secure. By knowledge its rooms are filled with all sorts of precious and pleasant treasures. A wise man is powerful, and with knowledge a man increases his power. By skillful direction you will wage your war, and through many advisors there is victory. True wisdom is unattainable for a fool. He has nothing to say in the city gate. Anyone who plots evil will be called a master schemer. Foolish schemes are sinful, and people detest a ridiculer. If you become discouraged in the day of distress, your strength will be meager. Rescue those who are being taken away to death, and hold back those staggering to the slaughter. If you say, 'But we did not know about this,' Does not the one who examines hearts discern it? Yes, the one who watches you will know and repay each man according to his activity. My son, eat honey because it is good. Honey from the comb is sweet to the taste. Likewise, know that wisdom is good for you. If you find it, you will have a future, and your hope will not be cut off. Do not wickedly lie in ambush near the home of the righteous one. Do not destroy his place of rest. For the righteous one may fall 7 times, and he will get up again. But the wicked will be made to stumble by calamity. When your enemy falls, do not rejoice. And when he stumbles, do not let your heart be joyful. Otherwise, Jehovah will see and be displeased, and he will turn away his anger from him. Do not be upset because of evil men. Do not envy wicked people, for there is no future for anyone evil. The lamp of the wicked will be extinguished. My son, fear Jehovah and the king, and do not associate with dissenters, for their disaster will arise suddenly. Who knows what ruin both will bring upon them? These sayings also belong to the wise. Partially in judgment is not good. Whoever says to the wicked one, "You are righteous," will be cursed by the peoples and denounced by the nations. But it will go well for those reproving him. Blessings of good things will come upon them. People will kiss the lips of People will kiss the lips of the one replying honestly. Prepare your outside work and get everything ready in the field. Then build your house. Do not testify against your neighbor without grounds. Do not use your lips to deceive others. Do not say, "I will do to him just as he has done to me. I will repay him for what he did." I passed by the field of the lazy one, by the vineyard of the man lacking good sense. I saw that it was overgrown with weeds. The ground was covered with nettles, and its stone wall was broken down. I observed this and took it to heart. I saw it and learned this lesson. A little sleep, a little slumbering, a little folding of the hands to rest, and your poverty will come like a bandit, and your want like an armed man. These also are the Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah, the king of Judah, transcribed. It is the glory of God to keep a matter secret, and the glory of kings is to search through a matter. As the heavens are high and the earth is deep, so the heart of kings is unsearchable. Remove the dross from the silver, and it will emerge completely refined. Remove the wicked one from the king's presence, and his throne will be firmly established in righteousness. Do not honor yourself before the king, and do not take place among the prominent. For it is better for him to say to you, "Come up here," than to humiliate you in the presence of a noble. Do not rush into a legal dispute, for what you will do later if your neighbor humiliates you. Plead your case with your neighbor, but do not reveal what you were told confidentially, so that the one listening will not put you to shame, and you spread a bad report that cannot be recalled, like apples or of gold and silver carvings, is a word spoken at the right time. Like an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold is a wise reprover to the receptive ear. The receptive ear. just like the coldness of snow on the day of harvest, as a faithful messenger to those who sent him, for he refreshes his master. Like clouds and wind that bring no rain is a man who boasts about a gift never given. By patience a commander is won over, and a gentle tongue can break a bone. If you find honey, eat only what you need. For if you take too much, you may vomit it up. Rarely set foot in your neighbor's house, so that he does not get tired of you and hate you. Like a war club and a sword and a sharp arrow is a man bearing false witness against his neighbor. Like a broken tooth or an unsteady foot is confidence in an unreliable person in times of trouble. Like one who removes a garment on a cold day, and like vinegar poured on soda is the one who sings songs to a gloomy heart. If your enemy is hungry, give him bread to eat. If he is thirsty, give him water to drink. For you will be heaping burning coals on his head, and Jehovah will reward you. The north wind brings a downpour, and a gossiping tongue brings an angry face. Better to dwell on a corner of the roof than in the same house of a quarrelsome wife. Like cold water on a tired soul is a good report from a distant land. Like a muddled spring and a ruined well is a righteous person who gives in to a wicked one. It is not good to eat too much honey, nor is it glorious to seek one's own glory. As a city broken through without a wall is the man who cannot control his temper. Like snow in summer and rain at harvest time, honor is not fitting for someone stupid. Just as a bird has reason to fly and a swallow to fly, so a curse does not come without a real reason. A whip is for the horse, a bridle is for the donkey, and the rod is for the back of stupid people. Do not answer the stupid one according to his foolishness, so that you do not put yourself on his level. Answer the stupid one according to his foolishness, so that he does not think that he is wise. Like someone who cripples his own feet and harms himself is the one who entrusts matters to someone stupid, like the limp legs of the lame. So is a proverb in the mouth of stupid people, like tying a stone to a sling, so as giving glory to someone stupid, like a thorn plant that comes into the land of a drunkard. So is a proverb in the mouth of stupid people, like an archer who wounds at random. So is the one who hires the stupid one or those passing by. Like a dog that returns to its vomit, the stupid one repeats his foolishness. Have you seen a man who thinks he is wise? There is more hope for someone stupid than for him. The lazy one says, there is a young lion in the road, a lion in the public square. A door keeps turning on its hinges, and the lazy one on his bed, the lazy one buries his hand in the banquet bowl, but He is too tired to bring it back to his mouth. The lazy one thinks he is wiser than 7 people who give a sensible reply. Like someone grabbing hold of a dog's ears is the one passing by who becomes furious about a quarrel that is not his. Like a madman who shoots fiery missiles, arrows, and death is the man who plays a trick on his neighbor and says, "I was only joking." When there is no wood, the fire goes out. And where there is no slanderer, quarreling ceases. As charcoal for the embers and wood for the fire, so a contentious man kindles a quarrel. The words of a slanderer are like tasty morsels. They are gulps right down into the stomach. Like a silver glazing over a piece of earthenware are affectionate words from an evil heart. The one who hates others disguises it with his lips, but inside his harbors deceit. Although he speaks graciously, do not trust him. For there are 7 detestable things in his heart. Though his hatred is concealed by deceit, his evil will be exposed in the congregation. The one who digs a pit will fall into it. And whoever rolls away a stone, it will come back onto him. A lying tongue hates those crushed by it, and a flattering mouth causes ruin. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day will bring. Let someone else praise you and not your own mouth. Others and not your own lips. A stone is heavy and sand is weighty, but the irritation caused by a fool is heavier than both. There is the cruelty of rage and the flood of anger, but who can withstand jealousy? Open reproof is better than concealed love. The wounds inflicted by a friend are faithful, but an enemy's kisses are plentiful. One whose appetite is satisfied turns down honey from the comb, but to the hungry, even what is bitter tastes sweet. Like a bird that strays from its nest is a man who strays from his home. Oil and incense make the heart rejoice. So does sweet friendship springing from sincere counsel. Do not forsake your friend or your father's friend, and do not enter your own brother's house on the day of your disaster. Better is a neighbor nearby than a brother far away. Be wise, my son, and make my heart rejoice, so that I can make a reply to him who taunts me. The shrewd person sees the danger and conceals himself, but the inexperienced keep right on going and suffer the consequences. Take a man's garment if he has given security for a stranger. Seize the pledge from him if he did so for a foreign woman. When someone blesses his fellow man with a loud voice early in the morning, it will be counted as a curse to him. A quarrelsome wife is like a constantly leaking roof on a rainy day. Whoever can restrain her can restrain the wind and can grip oil with his right hand. As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens his friend. The one who cares for a fig tree will eat its fruit, and the one who takes care of his master will be honored. As water reflects one's face, so the heart of one's man reflects another. The grave and the place of destruction are never satisfied, nor are a man's eyes never satisfied. As the refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, so a person is tested by the praise he receives. Even if you pound a fool with a pestle like crushed grain in a mortar, his foolishness will not leave him. You should know well the appearance of your flock. You take good care of your sheep. For wealth does not last forever, nor a crown for all generations. The green grass will disappear, new grass appears. And the vegetation of the mountains is gathered in. The young rams provide your clothing, and the male goats provide the price of a field. And there will be enough goat's milk to feed you, to feed your household, and to sustain your servant girls. The wicked flee when no one pursues them, but the righteous are as confident as a lion. When there is transgression in the land, it will have one prince after another. But with the help of a man of discernment and knowledge, a prince will long endure. A poor man who defrauds the lowly is like a rain that sweeps away all the food. Those who abandon the law praise the wicked one, but those who observe the law are indignant with them. Evil men cannot understand justice, but those who seek Jehovah can understand everything. Better is a poor man who walks in his integrity than a rich man whose ways are corrupt and understanding. Son observes the law, but a companion of gluttons disgraces his father. The one who increases his wealth by interest and usury amasses it for the one who shows favor to the poor. The one refusing to listen to the law, even his prayer is detestable. The one misleading the upright into an evil course will fall into his own pit, but the blameless will inherit what is good. A rich man is wise in his own eyes, but a poor man with discernment can see through them. When the righteous triumph, there is great, great glory. But when the wicked rise to power, people go into hiding. The one covering over his transgressions will not succeed, but whoever confesses and abandons them will be shown mercy. Happy is the man who is always on guard, but whoever hardens his heart will fall into calamity. Like a growling lion and a charging bear is a wicked ruler over a helpless people. A leader without discernment abuses his power, but the one hating dishonest profit will prolong his life. A man burdened with blood guilt for taking someone's life will keep fleeing until the grave. Let no one support him. The one walking faultlessly will be saved, but the one whose ways are crooked will suddenly fall. The one cultivating his ground will have plenty of bread, but the one taking up worthless pursuits will have his fill of poverty. A faithful man will receive many blessings, but the one hastening to get rich will not remain innocent. It is not good to show partiality, but a man might do wrong for a piece of bread. An envious man is eager for wealth, not knowing that poverty will overtake him. Whoever reproves a man will afterward find more favor, than someone who flatters with his tongue. Whoever robs his father and mother and says it is not wrong is a partner of the man who causes ruin. The greedy person stirs up dissension, but whoever relies on Jehovah will prosper. Whoever trusts in his own heart is stupid, but the one who walks in wisdom will escape. Whoever gives to the poor will lack nothing, but the one who closes his eyes to them will receive many curses. When the wicked rise to power, a man hides himself, but when they perish, the righteous increase. A man who stiffens his neck after much reproof will suddenly be broken beyond healing. When the righteous are many, the people rejoice, but when the wicked one rules, the people groan. A man who loves wisdom makes his father rejoice, but the one who keeps company with prostitutes squanders his wealth. By justice a king brings stability to a land, but a man seeking bribes brings it to ruin. A man who flatters his neighbor spreads out a net for his feet. A bad man's transgression ensnares him, but the righteous one cries out joyfully and rejoices. The righteous one is concerned about the legal rights of the poor, but the wicked one has no such concern. Boastful men inflame a town, but those who are wise turn away anger. Oh, there's a sign. Where were we? Okay, we're at Proverbs 29:9. When a wise man enters into a controversy with a fool, there will be ranting and ridicule, but no satisfaction. Bloodthirsty men hate anyone innocent, and they seek to take the life of the upright. A stupid person gives vent to all his feelings, but the wise one calmly keeps them in check. When a ruler pays attention to lies, all his servants will be wicked. The poor man and the oppressor have this in common. Jehovah gives lights to the eyes of both. When a king judges the poor fairly, his throne will always be secure. The rod and reproof impart wisdom, but a child left unrestrained brings shame on his mother. When the wicked increase, transgression increases, but the righteous will see their downfall. Discipline your son, and he will bring you rest, and he will give you great pleasure. When there is no vision, the people go unrestrained, but happy are those who observe the law. A servant will not let himself be corrected by words, for though he understands, he does not obey. Have you seen a man hasty with his words? There is more hope for a fool than for him. If a servant is pampered from his youth, he will become thankless later on. A man prone to anger stirs up strife. Anyone disposed to rage commits many transgressions. The haughtiness of a man will humble him, but whoever is humble in spirit will obtain glory. The partner of a thief hates himself. He may hear the call to testify, but he reports nothing. Trembling at men is a snare, but the one trusting in Jehovah will be protected. Many seek an audience with the ruler, but it is from Jehovah that a man gets justice. An unjust man is detestable to the righteous, but the one whose way is upright is detestable to the wicked one. Yeah. Wow, that was powerful. Wow. Thank you, Jehovah, for that. Thank you so much. See, The power of the Bible is there. You just have to open yourself up to it. I hope you enjoyed that rendition. It was a reading of chapters 24 to 30 of Proverbs. Again, my favorite scripture. I just feel this calmness now, this relaxed feeling. You know, it's a beautiful book, and we all need to be very thankful. You know, remember always that our higher selves are stronger. Our higher selves are stronger than the dark entities that try and throw us off track. Thank you, everybody. I wish you blessings, only blessings and love. Pura vida, pura vibra, siempre. Beso.